I was diagnosed with Non Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2015. Okay. I was in remission twice. I did natural healing mostly myself. Okay, that's really good. But remember, remission does not mean that you fully healed it, right? Remission means like, okay, you're not showing symptoms right now, but you know, it doesn't mean that you got to the root of the problem. But you know, with the natural healing, sometimes when people do that and they're able to get into remission, it's because they have pretty strong genes, pretty strong constitution. They change up a few things, they change up their diet a little bit, you know, they include some natural remedies here, and they're able to go into remission. But with this type of strong constitution, you should be able to go into detox and really tear it up and really see fantastic healing results. So I like that you said that. No chemo, thank God. Thank God. Chemo has that residual effect, guys. With chemotherapy, it's literally like you're intaking the purest form of acidity in the entire planet, and not too many people come out of taking chemotherapy. But it's good that you didn't do that. Okay, yesterday I went for my 9-month check. There's tumors in my lungs. The doctors suspect it's cancerous tumors too. Okay, you see? So you pretty much, like, with that natural healing, you kept those symptoms at bay, but you didn't really reach in with the lymph system, pulling all this lymphatic waste, right? Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, that's a lymphatic-based cancer. Purely just your lymph system is weakened. You're not, your main immune system, very weak, not functioning properly. And so you really have to go in there when you have any type of lymphoma and start taking lymphatic herbs to try and move and pull all this lymphatic sewage, to try and perk up the different parts of the lymph system, the thymus gland, perk that up, remove all the worst offending mucus forming, clogging to the lymph system foods, right? And go on the raw diet, because nothing is better than cleaning out the lymph system of, lymph node swelling, of cancer cells, of tumors, than the raw diet is, and specifically fruits, okay? So that's what I would do. If you're gonna go back to getting rid of these tumors in your lungs, that's what I would do. Okay, so they suspect it's a cancerous tumor. If it's cancer, won't biopsy cause it to spread? What's your thoughts about my situation, please? If it were me, I would not get a biopsy, because if you have a tumor that's a pocket of lymphatic sewage and acidosis, if you go in there with a needle and biopsy it, what's going to happen? An explosion of all that acidic waste to the surrounding tissue, causing the surrounding tissue to burn. So at this point, I would say it doesn't matter if it's cancerous or not, because a tumor is a tumor. A tumor is still an obstruction. You're going to go after this tumor, whether it's cancerous or not, in the same exact way. Same exact way. Think to yourself, a tumor is, even if it's not cancerous, a tumor is pre-cancer. It's a pre-cancerous condition. So either, and I hear this all the time from my clients, where a few years back they went to the doctors and, either they had a lump somewhere, like a lump in their thyroid, a lump in their breast, a lump in different parts of the body, and they're like, okay, doc, is it serious? They're like, oh no, it's not serious, just keep an eye on it. A few years later, then it becomes a cancerous tumor. That's the worst thing a doctor could possibly say, is that a lump is not serious and not to be taken seriously, and all you have to do is just watch it. No, right? So I recommend going after this as if you did have cancer. As if you did have cancer, okay? And don't fear the word cancer. Cancer simply is, degenerated cells or mutated cells that were formed under an acidic sky, under an acidic medium. So if you have cancer, that means you're highly, highly acidic, that your cells have mutated or have reached that degenerative stage, okay? Oftentimes in the eyes, more likely than not, in areas that are black or chronic or degenerative, that weakened tissue is more likely to develop cancer, okay? It's not like, oh, for sure that's a cancer, but it's more likely to. If you're someone with lymphatic issues, if you're someone that continuously, exposes their body to highly acidic things like carbonic acid from sodas, or sulfur from medications, something like that. That's like an acid on top of an acid on top of weakness. You can develop cancer. Now, cancer can have its there's certain conditions that can cause cancer, acids being the main condition. But I have found that people that have fungal issues, more prone to cancer. People that have lymph node swelling or lymphatic issues, they're more prone to cancer. People that have taken sulfur medications, they're more prone to cancer. People that have had exposure to heavy metals or chemicals or toxicity, more prone to cancer, okay? So oftentimes it's a lot of things that can create these obstructions and these tumors in the body. So there's an obstruction where your lymph system is not moving, not draining, and you have to get to the root cause of what that obstruction is and where it is and address it with diet, with herbs, with detox tools. Those are the best remedies that we have nowadays that do not cause side effects or symptoms like chemotherapy and radiation do. I do not recommend that. Okay, so yeah, my thoughts on your situation would really be, you have to get your kidneys to filter. Again, the chest region, that's the lungs. I often see a correlation in iridology when I'm analyzing your eyes, guys, is the chest region is right across from the ascending colon. The ascending colon, okay? So if there's a lot of toxicity and impactions in the ascending colon, through the nervous system, toxicity can travel to different regions of the body. So if you have toxicity in the ascending colon, it will translate to toxicity or weaknesses in that next side, which in this case is the ribs, the chest, the breast, the lungs, that chest wall. Okay, so I'd really address my colon. Try and clean out your colon with the GI broom, the stomach and bowel formula. Make sure you're having 3 to 4 bowel movements a day. During your detox, change your diet to all raw. Once you're used to the all raw diet, I don't know what stage, I think you said, okay, so you were diagnosed in 2015. So this means that this has been brewing in your body for quite some time, 4 years since your diagnosis, but probably 10 years before that, it was starting to develop in your body. So essentially it's like 14 years that you have this acidic waste. So if you're able to handle it, okay, and you really have to read your body, but this is why it's important to work with a detox specialist, because guys, this is like my job, this is my passion. I help people and I guide them through these detox challenges. There are certain cases in cancer where you jump into a grape fast and it's just too much too soon, okay? But if it's something you can handle, I would recommend a grape fast. Something even stronger, grape and lemon fast. Eating grapes, drinking lemon juice, or juicing grapes and juicing the lemons and having that drink, fasting on that for as long as you can. With lung tumors, it's difficult because if there is a chance, like you haven't revealed this to me, but if you've ever had like water around your lungs, let's say, you have to be careful with that. Juice fasting in that type of condition, if you're prone to holding water around there, then you may need to at some point go and get aspirated, so to drain the fluid out of the lungs. So you have to know what you're doing. This is why detox is, this is why I've studied for so many years, guys, because you're able to see everything, and I don't mess around when it comes to your health. When it comes to people's health, I just do not mess around, and I try to know about everything in order to help all of you, and I never want to give you wrong advice, okay? So I would say just see where you are. If you're having symptoms of shortness of breath, if you're having pain in your lungs, if you're having swelling anywhere else in your body, then you're hitting the fasting too hard, okay? But if you see, and you can test this out, right? If you get on a raw diet for like a week and then jump into a grape fast, like I mentioned, and then whenever you choose to get tested again, I recommend thermography is the least damaging, or ultrasound would be the next best thing. Definitely not biopsy. X-rays, you know, that's pushing it because that's radiation, and even a small amount of radiation can start forming tumors in places. So you have to be careful with that. It can start forming the burning of tissue and cancerous tissue. So be a little careful. But if you go on that great fast and you don't notice any of the symptoms that I mentioned, and you're only getting and feeling better, that means it's going to be working for you, and that's the diet that you should stick with until that tumor is gone. And you can go get tested with thermography or an ultrasound. Go get tested and see in a few weeks or a few months, see if that tumor is still there. Chances are it will not be there, okay? Or it'll have shrunk significantly, okay? So you didn't say how big the tumor is. There is a limit to, if a tumor is huge, like we're talking huge, then it might need to be surgically removed, and that goes with any tumors. But if it's not relatively large, and if you're someone with a strong constitution, like I believe that you are from what you've told me, then you can do a really good job at healing this, okay? So yeah, like keep me posted, take this advice. I would recommend working with me and getting on a specific herbal protocol today, because that's what it takes. For cancerous cases, or for cases that are chronic or degenerative, you need the herbal support, okay? People have too many weaknesses nowadays, where as opposed to maybe like 50 or 100 years ago, people could have healed with just a diet alone. Nowadays, the weaknesses are too great. Genetic weaknesses passed down from the parents, from their parents, and now just the way that we've eaten and grown up nowadays, and all the toxicity and all the radiation, and it's a huge mess. So we need as much of the herbal support as possible to reach this kidney filtration that's needed, okay? So your kidneys should be filtering that whole time. Make sure, pee in a jar and check to see if your kidneys are filtering. But thank you for your question, and I really hope that it works out, that you start seeing the reversal of your symptoms, the shrinkage of your tumor. And like I said, this is stuff that should not be messed around with. Do not leave it to fester in there, because it always gets worse. If acidosis is left to fester, it will get worse, okay? So so I recommend following those recommendations, or working with me if you're able to, okay? And I'll definitely help you out as best as I can. I'm just really happy that every single day we see healing stories over and over again. It makes me so happy when, especially in our follow-ups, because this week has been like nothing but follow-ups for us, where we're catching up on all these follow-ups, as well as getting new clients each day. But in our follow-ups, I love it when you guys say, oh wow, this disappeared, that disappeared. Like, often what the case is, like after our initial consultation, when you guys come back, maybe like in a few months, or like a month or 2 months later, and you tell me that like more than half of your symptoms are gone, that just, wow, like even though I've been doing detox for many years now, like I'm not even tired of it yet, because it's like you see this magic happening over and over and over again. And how can one get tired of that? How can one get tired of seeing healing happening in people? Like it's like this rush of energy that comes through my body that is just like never ending, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, it's like this spiritual energy, or magic, or whatever you want to call it. Like it's just like so pure, and I love it. I'm looking forward to being able to just sit down and take a case and just kind of like go over it with you guys. And I want to do some like case healing, like testimonial videos too, like pretty soon into the future. But like my number one priority right now is getting through your questions and helping you guys heal through our consultation. So I try to keep a good balance on this channel, but I will say that the Q&A videos, they're the most popular, they help out the most amount of people, and the iridology videos are also quite popular. So I'm gonna focus on those for a while. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said before, you know, leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Put your questions and comments down below. I'm going to choose from them, just like I chose for this video. For next week's video, I'm going to take a handful of those as well. And if any of you out there are suffering or in pain, or just like you haven't found the root cause of your symptoms yet, or you need guidance, or you know, you need someone to pinpoint where this is coming from, or you need someone to just set up a healing protocol for you because you've had enough of not seeing the healing results that you're after, then I definitely recommend working with me one-on-one. We see healing all the time in all of our clients. Like, everyone just gets better and better and better. So I'll leave a link to our website down in the description box of this video. Our website is www.spiritropicalhealing.com, and if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, you just go to the services tab on the website, and we have various different options there, various different packages, depending on where you are in your healing journey. If you're someone that wants an iris analysis, we have that. If you know, if you want me to read your eyes. If you're someone that wants an iris analysis with an herbal protocol, we have that for you. If you're someone that wants like everything, like the consultation one-on-one with me, the diet plan, the herbal protocol, the detox tools specific to you, you know, all your results, like your eyes red, everything, us going through that in the consultation together, then that's the Master Your Health package. That's our most popular package, and I definitely recommend that as like the best way to get started on your healing journey. If you want more help beyond that, we have VIP packages too, where, you know, we keep you accountable, we keep your protocol, you know, making adjustments throughout the month. And yeah, that package is also pretty popular too. So whatever sort of support you need, I'm here to support you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.